Well, this is a constitution amendment bill and it is a private member's bill. And you know that any member of the assembly can move a bill on a private member's day because generally it is believed that it is the job of the government to do legislation. But every member has this right and he can move a legislation. So it is called a private member's bill. So Abdul Akbar Chitrali, he is sitting on the opposition benches. He's the lone Jamaat-i-Islami senator in the House. And he has yesterday moved a bill, Constitution Amendment Bill, seeking an amendment to Article 223, under which we see that the candidates can contest elections on multiple seats. And this issue was highlighted last month when Imran Khan contested elections on 6 or 7 seats simultaneously, despite the fact that his party has already resigned. So that at that time this issue came up, and he contested the election, as you know, despite the fact that the election commission has already disqualified him in the Toshakhana case. So his act of contesting the elections on multiple seats raised many questions and many. It exposed many weaknesses in our constitution, and many people questioned the logic behind contesting on so many seats because it involved a lot of expenditure, and the Election Commission of Pakistan has to spend a huge money in the conduction of elections, as you know. And he also provided some details, and he said that in 2018 the Election Commission spent more than rupees. I think he said that about 2 million. Rupees, I think, on sorry, 2 billion rupees on one constituency. And this time he says that it is expected that this time the election commission will have to spend over rupees 100.6 million on one constituency. 46 billion rupees are required for conduction of elections. So when any candidate contests elections on more than one seats, definitely even if he wins, when he wins the seats, he can retain only one seat, and he has to resign. He has to leave the other seats, and definitely the election commission then holds by-election on those seats. So when this issue came up, Abdul Akbar Chitrali moved this bill yesterday, just seeking an amendment to Article 223. It's just a one-page bill, and it has been referred to the relevant committee. But the question is, I don't think that this bill, that Chitrali will be able to get this bill passed from the President Assembly, because a constitutional amendment needs a two-third majority in the House, which presently we do not see in the present Parliament. So it is just a bill which has been moved to express sentiments by the opposition members, and maybe it has been moved on behalf of the government, because government does not want to get involved in such issues because of the ongoing confrontation. So maybe they have asked Chitrali to move this bill, but I don't think that the present Parliament will be able to pass this bill because of because it is a constitutional amendment bill and it requires two-third majority, which presently this government do not have in the assembly. So through this bill, Mr. Chitrali has basically demanded that a candidate should not be allowed to contest elections on more than 2 seats, and he or she can contest elections either on the 2 National Assembly seats, or 1 national and the 1 provincial, or the 2 provincial assemblies, but he or she should not be allowed to contest elections on more than 2 seats. Well, normally, whenever a bill is moved in the assembly, it is referred to the concerned standing committee where it is debated, where every party has representation according to its own representation in the parliament. So now this bill has been referred to the concerned committee, which means either it will go to the Law and Justice Committee or to the Parliamentary Affairs Committee, where it will be debated upon. But it is a very lengthy process. A standing committee is required to make a decision on a bill in 60 days. But these 60 days can be extended if the National Assembly is allowed through a resolution. The committee can be given more time. But as I said, it is very unlikely that this present Assembly will be able to get this bill passed because of the present condition, as you know, after the resignation of the PTI members in a large number. So the present government is already facing an issue of quorum. They are unable to maintain the presence of 86 members in the House, and for a constitution bill, you need 228 members support, in the lower house of the Parliament, and then it goes to the Senate, where again a two-third majority is required. So I don't think that this bill will get through the Parliament, but of course this issue is being debated in the political circles after Imran Khan's act of contesting elections on multiple seats. And as you know, since the time of the moving of the no confidence motion against Imran Khan in March, many other weaknesses of the constitution has also come have also come to the surface, and that is the reason that every issue is going to the Supreme Court for interpretation.